Good day to you all the listeners of this message. I greet you all. And today I want to say a big thanks to Apostle Johnson Suleman for his soul maturity and sincerity of coming out to speak for himself. The reason is that if Johnson Suleman decide to deny the voice record of that audio without being sincere to himself, many will still believe even before he came out to say the truth of the audio that really it was himself. Many who used to believe what they want to believe are already say it's not Suleman's voice, it's not Suleman's voice. Me, I wonder how has now discovered that it is the voice. The man said really it is his own voice. I don't know how those people who believe that it's not the man's voice, what is going to be their judgment within themselves. This is why truth is always good. No matter how the situation, always let us learn how to apply our heart on truth. Let us be truthful. Let us be truthful. Now, you that you say it's not Suleman, but without even find out. And this is the problem of grant. When you hear a word, find out the source, how come about that word, before you start taking your own judgment. This is what I do. Ever since this case is going on, the one I have, I will verify. And when I verify, then I try to share my own ideas and opinion about it. Mind you, the reason why I'm so concerned, it remains because of the body of Christ. And things have to be done well, based on what we all are saying, are professing as the children of God. And beside that, it is also good when something came like this nature of we're seeing that it's like oppression is coming into the system. It takes somebody that is not too good to abide or to support such an oppression. Before then, I begin to analyze some of the video we have today. I will want to play the video so that we can have an opinion for ourselves. There is a video my David brought out, audio, concerning the issue how Suleman threatened him on the telephone. And thereafter, Apostle Suleman also come to respond to that video. That is the area I'm really happy about with Pastor Suleman for coming out to respond as a mature person. Whether the response is truth or not, but for the fact that they take it upon themselves, not that they will leave the issue for blank space everybody begin to talk of what they don't know. It is not good. And most especially some of other followers that take it is something to, it's like a politics. I stand with Pastor Suleman. I'm with Pastor Suleman. This is not a political something. We have to know how we address how we affect a situation. Please, if you are a pastor, if you are a member of Pastor Suleman, it's not good that you turn the something to a different thing. Your comment and every other thing is bringing the problem to the situation. Before Suleman came out, most of you were commenting, this is not Suleman's voice, this is not Suleman's voice. Now the Suleman come out to say, it is my voice. You people are supposed to silence if you don't know what to say. That is just the truth. And where to find out the truth is where we are. Because this matter, it is the truth that can help us in this matter. I want us to reason the video, the two bros, the two video together. Then we also hear from Suleman so that we can be able to know where to go about the matter. Now let us listen to the video. I hope everybody will have his or our opinion towards it. Please, don't take my video down. Listen to this video. It is a way of peace. I'm not supporting anybody. I'm not siding anybody. But I'm on the true side. That is why I have to verify before I begin to take my judgment. What I see is going on in the Christian body today is not encouraging. So we need to systemize things in a good way so that God will not be annoyed. Let us listen to this video.
I avoided you because of the way you talk. But it's clear to me now that you are possessed with a demon. The same thing that makes me avoid you, keep repeating them. You will die premature. God will punish you. Whatever you're looking for in this life, you will not get it. I stepped aside now to make this call. God, you will die untimely death. From the day I noticed you don't know how to talk, I stopped talking to you. It's like you didn't notice. I was free, I was chatting. From the day I noticed your mind don't know how to talk. But I noticed it because I'm very temperamental. My temper is not good. That's what I'm telling you tonight. I'll make you disappear. Disappear as how, sir? You are a bastard. Stay off my phone.
You see where we are talking about? That is the one my Dave brought out, the audio my Dave brought. Now we are going to listen to the second one to compare which one is supposed to be the true video, because the argument now is that the man concerned, Pastor Suleman, said that the one Mike brought is a fake, it's adopted video, something like that. And let us listen to the second one so that we can be able to know which of them is true.
I avoided you because of the way you talk. But it's clear to me now that you are possessed with a demon. The same thing that makes me avoid you, keep repeating them. The prestige you gave me, if you don't provide them, God will punish you. If you don't provide the prestige that you gave me, you will die premature. God will punish you. Whatever you're looking for in this life, you will not get it. The prestige you gave me, I stepped aside now to make this call. God, you will die untimely talking on this one, in that would make me react. I avoid the person. That is I work on my temper. And I will tell you, stop this. You will repeat it. The message you gave me, you don't provide them, you will die. That's what I'm telling you tonight. Don't text me again. I'm a very dangerous person. Just be careful. I want you to go talk to them and say, shut up, this song don't make me best. You will repeat it. You will repeat it. Don't do that with me, oh. You don't do that with men. I will make you disappear. Don't do that with me. I want you to stay valid. You are a bastard. Stay off my phone.
You see, that is the voice, the two voice, the one with Mike David. The voice of that video is really between Mike David and the Apostle Suleman. And the second one, Apostle Suleman claimed to be the video that was taken far back before this Mike David. That one, a lady, like my secretary said, that is a Stephen Otobo voice. But however, it is well. Now, what I want to say in this issue, I just have a little to say concerning the issue. Before I leave my comments on this issue, I want us to listen to the apostle response so that we bring everything together.
There's a viral audio that's going on now of me threatening somebody over the phone, telling the person to stay off my phone or the person would die prematurely. That voice was me. It happened 3 years ago. I reacted out of anger and I'm sorry about it. After 2017, my mentality to life changed. I became very unreceptive. That was me on the phone, threatening a young lady to go off my phone and stop, talking to me on the phone. It was a mistake I made out of anger. It happened 2 years ago. I've apologized to my wife for allowing anger to get a hold of me. But we are so disappointed at Mike David that he has released an audio where he doctored and put his own voice and presented the world like I was threatening him after he did a video about his wife. Why would I call you to threaten me when a video made no sense? Mike David, I want to advise you. You can still repent right now. I sent you out of Omega 5 Ministries, not because of your human weakness, because everybody has a problem. I'm not a perfect man. I'm human. I make mistakes. I'm not perfect. But I sent you out of Omega 5 Ministries because of how evil your heart is. You spend all your time plotting against people, planning against pastors, thinking of how to put pastors down. And that is why I sent you out of the ministry. You dissolved your marriage with your wife and she was suffering, and we decided to help her. You said no, she must eat from the gutters, she must suffer. As a father who raised her up, should I let her suffer? My wife spoke to me on the need for us to support her and the children. You said you want your wife back. You live in Abuja with your wife. You've never called your wife. You realize, my son, my worry over you is how black your heart is. Please change. There is still space for you in the kingdom. I'm not a perfect man. I reacted out of anger and I apologize to everybody. But the audio that Mike is parading as his audio, I never spoke to him for 2 years. I've not spoken to Mike David. All the people like discipline I rebuked, he's conniving with them to set up a blackmail. He has said he has blackmail of chats, blackmail of text messages, blackmail of WhatsApp. And I told him, I said, it means whatever you have. It means nothing to me. I made a mistake for reacting out of anger 3 years ago when I was talking to that lady to stay off my phone. And I apologize to everybody. I apologize to my family. I apologize to Mega Fan Ministries for letting anger take a hold of me.
You see, this Apostle Suleman response to this audio. First of all, I commend his sincerity for accepting the voice. Suppose he accepts not, everybody will still be talking one of two things. That is the only thing the man just did that is the truth about all they say. About all they say. Now you're talking about you sent David Mike out of the Omega Fire Ministry. As a Christian, that is a kind of a language that is not too welcome to the body of Christ. Because we don't have such a superiority over one another in the body. So, my pastor, this is the reason why when I did the first video, I asked a question. Why did you allow these things to happen? Why did you allow? This is not supposed to happen, because even the mic itself is just as you are, as a pastor, you people share the same anointing. Fighting against one another in this respect is not called for. Now you send Pastor Mike out for misbehaving in the ministry. And what in your ministry, you are not only the founder. I don't know how you run the church that the problem now, there is no a kind of a system whereby you can challenge any case of this nature to resolve it, like when we are talking about the system of church, we have in the church, we have elders, we have deaconess and all that can affect a matter of this nature. What I'm seeing here is like we are just touching the situation for man's sake, but it's not really what we think as of Christ's body. Well, that is not the issue proper. The issue now is that you send this man out of your church, and you, from your own godly mind, you see that the wife is suffering because the man is not having anything again. It's not having anything. Then the family has to be suffering. My dear pastor, think about all these things. When you are taking issue with this very young man, Pastor David, on this nature, and you are not resolving and clear out the situation, it doesn't look mature on your side. That is just the truth. It doesn't look mature on your side as a leader, as a child of God. There is a way we are fed, we resolve issue. Instead to take out to this extent, we just forgo. That is just the truth. Now, you send the man out of the church, and you go further and help the wife. I don't understand what kind of help is that. I don't just understand. This is why, in this case, it takes the grace of God for us to discover the truth. How will you help the wife without the husband? And how is the situation look like in your own sight that the marriage got broke, and you are in the middle as Jesus? You are not been able to rectify, and you have the right to extend your support hand to the wife, but the husband no. I don't know what you people want us to practice. I'm speaking from the Christian perspective. That is where I'm talking from, because when you come to Christianity, what we are seeing in this case is a different thing. It's supposed not to be. And if you say that you send this man out of the ministry, the thing get as it be. Like other part of the world, we don't experience this kind of whether autocracy is this. Sending him out of the ministry, get as it be. After 16 years of working with you from the university, and it's like this is a this is humiliation. It's not done. That is why it's harding me to speak about, because you allow this thing to happen. No matter what takes you, if you don't need this man's service anymore, you do it in a way. Even if as the man decide to leave, or this case is coming up, you need not to drag any case with him. Like what we are seeing information today, that the man is suing you for damages of 2 billion. Then you wait for that to sue the young man for 5 billion. My apostle, may you just imagine that area. It's like you don't know the office you are occupying. That is just the truth. The whole world is looking at you. The whole world is looking at you. Come to think about it, firstly, you have to be apologized. You feel sorry. Then this apologies, it get as it be, because the case was there ever before this Mike Davis came out. Suppose this Mike Davis does not come on, meaning everybody will just be in there. It get as it be. On your own side though, that is just the truth. The Bible says we must know the truth, and the truth will help us. That is the truth. It is when this man now prove you before you know that you want to apologize. It's not that you apologize. You are just making a comment on what happened. Because if you say you come to apologize, we don't know where you did the apologies. That is just the truth. Now, you sending him out without a thing get as it be. It get as it be. It get as it be. It's not just easy to send somebody out like that after working with you. If it is other part or a Western world, according to their regulation, you pay damages. You pay an off. That is just the truth. How will you send a man with a responsibility, and that church management or that work happen to be so work that he live with, he live from? Now you are sending it out without compensation. How do you want somebody to live? Is it what the thing get us be? A man with responsibility, no matter what is did, you are sending David Mike out, and you are coming to tell the public that is misbehaving. That is why you send it out. How do you, what measure, how do you send a man with responsibility out? Where do you send it to? Out of his office. Did you pay him off? What is the settlement? I learned that at the beginning of this movement, you write a letter, even if there is no other contract, to show that it is your conscience. It is very wrong for you to just wake up and say you misbehave, get out. It's not done. I mean, what think about it? It is not done. Because you, no matter what the situation right now, you are in the position to quench everything. What you are dragging here and there, trying to justify yourself, it's not comfort as a leader. It's not comfort as a leader. Now you are able to come out to defend this audio. Defend this audio. And what I want to say about this audio is to just to know the truth about the audio. In your defending of this audio, or try to prove yourself right with other audio with a woman voice, female voice, they are not the same thing. They are not the same thing. To me, I don't want to believe that maybe they adopt this thing. No, that is not what I want to believe. If you say what the audio mic produce is that of the voice of the lady, meaning there is still something to investigate, because the two audio, they are just alike. They are not the same information. We cannot, what we are seeing, from what we are seeing, we cannot have other judgment than that. If you are telling me because the two audio they seem alike, and you are now telling me they take the voice of this one and place the other voice, I'm not going to believe you. And what I believe is here is that the two audio are two different threats. That is just the truth. Maybe that is the language. If you talk that, it will let us to address. It will let us to address. The reason is this. This is a voice record. Number one, voice record. You are not the one who recorded. Nobody tells you that I'm recording you. You understand the logic? Mike does not tell you, Pastor, I'm recording this information, and he keep his record. I don't know how you get the lady record also, that you know that the lady is recording you, that you went to take the now the information going on is that somebody who was speaking about this issue, a man mentioned of it is another person record that the mic adopted. Now the lady now is running. He don't want to see you. That is what I have in the information. But it is not the mic that have the record. It is that lady that is afraid is running now, that don't want to see you, is the information with. My question now is, how do you get the phone of that lady? How do you get, because it records you on her phone. How do you get the message? It get us to be on my side. I recorded you, I keep. I have not published anything. Now, I'm running from you with my phone. Now how did the message leak out? I have not published anything. That is aside. Mike recorded you. He keeps. How did Mike get that person record that you were speaking with? You can see my apostle. Even your response, you're coming out. The thing get as it be. The truth is not here. Because those that recorded the voice record, the lady record, if you claim to be the lady, and Mike is not, we don't know how Mike get to the lady. and how might get to the lady's phone. If nothing like that, you see that you coming out to say it's not clear. It's not clear at all. It's not clear. When Mike records you, he never tells you once that I have your record for a conversation. The lady never tells you. Now, how do you now bring, where do you get that record? And one of your commenters said that the lady is still running, don't want to see you. You know why? As a man of God, only truth can help us. Only truth. Look at what you come to tell the public. You are not, we don't need, it was a lady. That is where the thing is really baffling us. We that are children of God and men of God. At this point of this issue, as you were there, you will just have to call, mention name. This is the lady, this is what transpired. I don't know. I hope you have people. There are ministers. I used to see ministers. Are they having the same idea? I don't know. How are these people coping? How are these people coping? You are both of saying like a child play. My apostle, the thing get as a B. It didn't get as a B. The reason is this. You make this thing to worst. You are in the position to resolve issue. And the more you try to defend, the more you begin to prove my David rights. That is the truth. You just have to believe it is just the truth. It is just the truth. The more you try to come out, the more you are proving this man. The reason is that you were supposed to quench everything. Is to avoid. You said that you avoided when you discover that this is how he behaves. You are avoiding. How can you avoid me and accept my wife with responsibility? The way you are, what you are telling us is not what. And I don't want to talk about a situation whereby we begin to judge what we don't know. You have to let us know the truth. Right now, you come out to tell the public that this video, this audio, is not what the David Mike have. You understand? The funniest thing now is, who told you they record you? How did these two people connect? Did David Mike know about this person? Or did the person know about this David Mike? It is their fault. They not tell you. Don't know whether they record you. How do you not know? And not only that, not until David Mike break out the audio, there was no something of that. You know why? Is this why I said that your response begin to prove David Mike very right? Is this David Mike? I believe him in this video that the one I have is original. Whether he say the truth or not, the reason why I say I believe him, it's not just go. It tells you before the time. He said there is a video you want to bring out. You understand? Before you begin to to tell this person is a liar, there is a way you assess him. Right now you are talking about the video now. It still tells you that if case not taken, there is information that he will bring out that will involve so many people, actors, the one in Africa, the one in Ghana, and all, the one in Nigeria, the one in Ghana. It tells you ahead, you know. Now you haven't do anything about this. Now when you will bring it out, then you will now find a way to counter it. You see why my question, why you allow this issue to escalate? It is a very question as a man of God that I need to ask you. You understand? That video, that 2-record video, if you said that it is not Mike that you are speaking with on your own version of the audio, we believe. In another word, meaning you have the same conversation with Mike, the same conversation you have with other person. I don't want to believe, just as my secretary said that it is a Stephanie Otobo, that voice that you. But then there was a force of not believe what the young lady was saying. But this, where we are going now, is like it's something more than physical. That is the truth. My great apostle. It is our time we just try to be like the God we are calling, we are serving. As a child of God, you know what you need to do right. That is just the truth. Try to do something very good. I don't know how do you see this thing. Now, if anything, maybe tomorrow, they now justify you. Say, David, you stellar, pastor, what is your praise? What are you going to be happy about? Not only that, somebody that work for you, even if one day post to, man, that is not the will of God. No. That character is not seeing God. That is true. It's not seeing God. You don't do that. Now, it's like, this is intimidation. It's intimidation. I don't want to believe what he said. He said, he cannot fight you. You have the money. You have everything. Now, he was saying it yesterday. Today, you hear that he's suing you for 2 billion. Then you begin to sue him for 5 billion. That can't be no good. That can't be no good. It's not good. Tell us the truth. If you refuse to settle this issue with him, this is your boy. Mike is your boy. Even till tomorrow, Apostle Suleman, if it is not of wickedness, you have 100% solution to this issue. If it is not of wickedness, we don't want to believe that. But of sending, intimidating, trying to oppress this poor man, it's not good. It's not good. This is an oppression right now. You know, compared to you, if your old pastor is now you are fighting, maybe every other person in the world, you are a pastor, an altar. Now you are charging him, sue him to the court. Sue him to the court. Then if you come back from the court, you stand in the altar, you begin to worship God. Where are we going to? It's not good. And before I leave this video, I will play the latest, the one I got last in the voice record, so that we also hear the information about that. But my apostle, you're supposed not to let this thing happen. And that audio, the one Mike record and the one you brought, they are not the same thing. They are not the same thing. But the two is real. They are not the same thing. If you want the judgment, meaning we are just talking about Mike. Who knows the woman will come out tomorrow? Who knows? Now you are not telling us this is the woman. Tomorrow another woman would come out to accuse you of that voice. What are you going to do? Right now, the cause is on your board. Apostle, it's on your board. You need to tell us the truth. We want to hear the truth as your brother, as your Christian brother, and all.
Well, good evening, everyone from in Nigeria and from around the world. My name is Mike Davids. My attention has been drawn to a video that was made by Apostle Johnson Suleman 24 hours after my audio was released. And that video that he made addresses two major things principally, which I'm going to respond to right about now. The first one is that he claims that I was never the one he was addressing in that video, in that audio, and that that audio, the conversation as it were, was made 3 years ago. And secondly, he claims that he sent me out of Omega Fire Ministries, for reasons of blackmailing other pastors and what you have. So I'm going to respond to them very quickly. First is that the audio I released is the original audio, and Apostle Johnson Suleman knows as much as I do that that audio is the original audio. The one he released is doctored, fake, manipulated. Don't forget that I was part of that system for 16 years, and this is all part of the system, all of these manipulations and all of the gimmicks that goes on, behind the scenes. We all know how these things play out. All right, so don't even go there, right? Because all those ones you're releasing is a lie from the pit of hell. That it was some persons you were addressing and all of that. Then two, that you sent me out of Omega Fire Ministries for reasons of blackmailing, pastors. I was never in that habit. Now I want Nigerians to know, and everyone around the world, that it is a lie. I left that ministry because I became very convinced that weakness is never the same as wickedness. And it became very obvious to me that my eternal destiny was not in view following the kind of leader, that I was following. And that if I continued in that ministry, I knew where I was going to end. All right? So I left of my own free will. You were never the one that sent me out of that ministry. I was tired of your ungodliness as a leader, and that was the major reasons I left that ministry. All right? So forget all those manipulations and all those cheap lies that you are trying to buy Nigeria with. They already know the truth for themselves. And you get what I'm saying? Then secondly is, we all know the part I played in Stephanie Otobo's saga. You know as much as I do. All right? How much involved I was in bringing that issue, that saga, to a halt. All the traveling to Sapele was part of that privileged team that was dispatched to Sapele. That was managed by a crisis communication expert known by almost everybody. All right, I don't even need to mention name. You know me as much as I do, and you knew how we got Stephanie Otobo to come to the altar and apologize to Mama, and brought to Stephanie Otobo's mother to Auchi. And you get what I'm saying? I'm coming to that issue. All right, because you are pushing me real hard. I'm coming to that issue because I'm sure that the world and Nigerians will be interested to know how Stephanie Otobo eventually came to Auchi to make that confession the day she actually did. They want to know what really happened. All right? So Apostle Johnson Suleman, you know as much as I do that we both knew what happened. I will come to that. All right? Then thirdly is that as far as I'm concerned, I'm also aware that a lien has been placed on my account. All right? Well, probably through your agents and those that you are using, who I don't know who they are. You have released policemen after me, looking for me everywhere to get me arrested and all of that. You are supposed to be a man of God. All right? And I don't know why you are releasing the police against me. And I don't know why they would have my account freezed so that I will have no access to funds and all of that. So I want everyone around the world to be aware of what is going on. Presently, as I speak to you, my account has been freezed, which is not a problem. And I want you to know, Apostle John Suleman, that despite all you are doing, you are oppressing, manipulating, and all of that, threatening my mom. I've received informations of the people you are sending to my mom to threaten the poor woman and all of that. Let me tell you, I am not perturbed. All of this doesn't move me at all. As a matter of fact, they are getting me stronger by the day. Apostle John Suleman, let me advise you, as a leader that you claim you are, you have 48 hours to instruct those who have a hand in the blocking of my bank accounts to undo whatever they have done. If they don't, you will not like what is going to follow. Don't say I didn't give this warning, because you are pushing me very hard. Are you getting what I'm saying? And as far as I am concerned, I don't want the body of Christ to be dragged longer than necessary than it already had. All right? So these are just the few responses I have to the video that Apostle Johnson Suleman have done. I leave you all to be the judge of whatever it is that is happening. Apostle Johnson Suleman, don't forget, we will meet in court.
You hear them? You hear the cocoa, the situation. You see? This is just the reason why I keep on saying, Apostle Suleman, you're supposed not to lay hand on this very young guy. You're supposed not to hit this man, because it is on one-on-one. I don't know what happened. I don't know what transpired between him, but whatever may have been transpired, based on the same ministry, at least, even wizard, those ones we call demon, we fight in Jesus' name. They get principle. They have principle. The real wish, he know the people he disturb. He know the people they don't touch. The real wish. He know, even in the family, they know the one they will touch. They know the one they will not touch. That is how it is. How can you, somebody you gave, almost share the same equal in the ministry with you, for you to push him on to this extent? The thing is out of normal. That is just the truth. It is out of normal. The board is the court is in your board right now, Suleman. You need to do something about it. We are not happy of hearing all these things, because the time we spend to address, to talk about what we are seeing, I don't think it is really good. We have to use it for many other things. But if we say what concern our labor, it does not concern us, and it's not also something that is good. So try to do things as a child of God. Try to do things as a child of God. Now, what this young man has said right now, you don't need to threaten anybody, because anything, other information, everything is unto you, Suleman. I don't know why you allow this thing to be going on. Is it that you don't have the idea or the sense to stop up these things? Of course, the idea is there. Who can control the whole world with such a mission? Yeah, at least you have to be strong in that idea. Now, if you hear this very young man, David Mike, if we say let us begin to compare things regard to the Christian or spirituality, it will seem as the young man is more mature in handling this case than the Suleman. Is more mature in a Christian system. In a Christian system, because at this point, many people will not understand. There is a language in the Christendom that we used to know this is mature person. Even from the beginning, people are blaming David Mike. Is it now you are coming out? David Mike said everything. based on my leader, and I want to respect their body, on how I was brought up in a Christendom. They have to give that a respect to the leader. Apostle Suleman don't know what is going on. He don't know. Not until the video comes. Even whether the wife really but I believe the wife of David, he had something he shared with in between them concerning Suleman. Concerning Suleman. And Suleman is not aware. Suleman decided to see David start misbehaving, which is known at the beginning of the mission. He never find out what is the cause of this young man misbehavior. This is a human. What if what Mike Davis said concerning the wife, that the wife told him, it is true. And this young man begin to cut for many things. There you begin to see Satan. And you you don't know what is happening. It got to a point that both the wife and the young man, you drag the two not to see them. How come the agreement of the two that is against you? You understand? You need to be careful. This is a leadership. You need to be careful. Pastor Suleman, you are a pastor. Yes. You have the Spirit of God. Yes. It is like this. Then you have to, the Bible says, he that have no rule over his spirit is like a city without a wall. City without a wall, meaning when trouble comes, it destroys it. No defense. And another one, we are to control the spirit in us. The spirit God placed in us, based on the character we have, we can control it. And that spirit need to do everything, but it is out of your control that you are controlled. That spirit make you a mature Christian. That is just the truth. You see, even the conversation in that, the one you believe to be your voice, if we not say anything concerning that as a Christian, meaning we are deceiving the world. Where do you get all those words? And if you are so adapted to that such language, how do you worship God? How do you worship God? It is well. Because the reason why I used to say you wouldn't allow this thing to happen, you have a follower all over the world. You have a follower all over the world. We are talking about the Christian body. The thing get us a bill. I think get us a bill. Please, let there be truth. Let us get the truth. Even if you insist or you know the truth, as they say, Pastor David know the truth, Suleman know the truth, the wife know the truth. In this problem, now faith, now it be the problem of this matter. Faith, now be the problem. And where faith meet herself is very, very, is big, Pastor. There is no way that we make a good sense when if faith really tell her husband, this is what Suleman did, that at that moment, and so we don't act like that. Mike will just go and confront Suleman. We don't act like that as a Christian. As nobody force her to tell the husband, husband, as a Christian, is bound to keep the secret for her. Is bound to keep the secret for her. And the secret, based on the secret, can no longer be kept. The Bible says, I am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the father upon the children, unto the third and fourth generation. You know what that means? Meaning, if you sin as the father in this generation, and the Bible says God punish you for the bad you did against God, and when you gave birth, it will not use that eyes to look your child. Then when your child do the same thing where Papa do, he will remember. This is the word of God. When the lady told Mike forgive, but the thing not stop. That is what brings the problem we are into today. How Suleman, as he come out to talk about the audio, which is one-on-one right now, nobody be an evidence to this. Mike speak, then Suleman confirm it. That is just the truth. Now, how can he confirm also about the hotel that there is evidence that he is safe with Mike's wife, even if not that of Auchi or that of Lagos, which Mr. Okbe is the evidence? What can Suleman say about that? You see, on the side of Mike, whether it's lie or not, the tree, there is a road to pass. But on the side of the apostle and the wife, there is nothing like truth in it. It may be that they are the ones, but let them come out to defend. Like as you said, that the video is not it's not, the conversation is not with Mike, it's with another lady. And the lady have not told you that he record you. No, but how come Mike contact the lady? You see, this is why we say bring your truth so that we can verify. Maybe later now you discover that between Mike and this lady, they are the one fighting you. How will you escape? You need to help yourself and help the neighbor. Don't think maybe what is going on is not affect, and it affects everybody. If it's not affecting the neighbor, if not affecting them, they will have that mind to begin to defend you in any way. It affects most. You need to encourage this neighbor also. That is just the truth. That is the truth, my pastor. Although the one we know, we talk about it. But the one that is not even look like the truth, we must say that. They come out to say you apologize. The apologies you are attending. I don't know how come. Are you apologize now or you did it before? I don't know the English get as a bit. We are blaming Mike. Why is it that it is now you are crying? Nobody will say, Apostle, why is it that Mike never released anything? You never get the one to talk about. You see, who's to blame? See, my little advice here is this. Apostle Suleman, the board is in your cause. The way I see this something, it's like you just decide to humiliate that young man. Because if what is saying against you, we are getting it clear, you will be okay. You will be okay. You need to settle down. If you don't need David Mike around you, as you claim that you sack her, you can't sack David Mike and take his wife to help this wife. No. You have to settle David Mike, number one. And the wife must go back to her husband, number two. And if the wife refuses, it is not your cause to help that wife. Let it go back to her husband. There is no need of you to try to help her. Are you encouraging what they call divorce? Are you encouraging it? If the wife believe you on that aspect, why would she exercise patience with the husband through your advice? You see, everything that is coming out of that direction, your direction, get us a bit to us. We need to say the truth. Get us a bit to us. Please. That will give us peace. Peace. Don't intimidate this young man. Try to accord. What are you going to arrest him for? Why are you trying to arrest him? In the first case, is it how the law works? He sue you today, you sue him tomorrow. Then David is not maybe try to arrest you. The reason why he tried to arrest you now is that to keep that evidence. Is that what you people say? That is what happened in the life of Otobo. They go arrest her based on what you want to say. If you not get money, not be the Nigeria, we will not day. We will day. Now it be like this. Can't we use the money for a better thing? They could wana migu zebuna. Negaya we na dege, negaya we nyangbo. This is the problem. The money not the let the country's roti. Country roti. Can't you people use the money so that we can see it? Yeah, we can see it. It is well. Please, don't let us the rest. Don't let us the rest. Don't not disturb us again. Especially some of you that are clear pastor and prophet. The why watching a gas be. Now, you don't need to arrest her. What waiting concern account concern accused? I don't know why. I don't know the bank or the government. Somebody is complaining if I in a case. Why do you go and block the account? Why? That is not comfort. Why? It's not a money laundry of whatever. Why? This is intimidation. Try to threaten so that no, it's like you people don't know the era we are. That is yesterday. Things are not working like that anymore. Please, Pastor Suleman, you know the ones you need to do right. Even if whatever takes you to lead down for Mike, you lead down for him. If you really concerned about it, there is what we call dignity of labor. If you are concerned about your ministry, no matter what, there is something you swallow. That's something you swallow. When the other girl come out, that's all you don't even try to. Right now, where we are going in this case, nobody know. If you say come to prove, Suleman, you don't get anything you want to prove in this respect. You don't have it. Even if Mike want to manipulate lies, there are some facts, good, that is half from you when you don't know. Now they do the winning. So there are people you don't just touch like that. Even if you beat everybody else, so you respect. That is how life goes. Understand? You are my pastor, you are my friend. But we have to tell ourselves the truth. It is well. It is well. It is well. Please, Suleman, solve this problem as a man of God. Let there be peace. Let there be peace. If you don't need Mike, let the wife go. If the wife says it's not going, let the wife not come near you. Let the wife not have anything to do with you. Let it be because of the husband. Because the way you try, this is not a help. How would you help the children? How will you feel? The children is now seeing their father being humiliated, and you. Let me tell you, it's like Suleman. No. Do you think those children will grow up and like it? No. Don't think. No manipulation. No matter what the state they are now. Unless maybe that is why I mentioned of a DNA test the other time to check faith, because I will faith in my bond. A faith in I want my be man. Now faith get this problem. Faith, what's the husband talk about faith? Faith, you tell your husband what Apostle Suleman did. It's just that your husband try to keep it. But you can't to wear. I'm going to give your husband that keep it. And character way, mama. Your character not let your husband keep it. This thing. You are the fault. Faith, you are the fault. That is the truth. You need to respect the children. You need to respect the children. That is just the truth. Yeah, just the truth. Apostle Suleman is supposed to be innocent. But based on the, that is truth. It is well. It is well.